We were all taught to be kind. But not everyone deserves our kindness. Some people only come when they want something. They don't check on you, they don't help you, but they expect you to always say yes. That's not love, that's using you. Kindness should not make you feel tired or hurt. If someone keeps taking and never gives, it's okay to say no. You don't have to explain, you don't have to feel guilty. You're not here to carry everyone. Give your time and care to the ones who truly care about you. Let go of the ones who don't. Today, I'm going to reveal the kind of people you should stop being kind to, no matter how long you've known them. Not because you're cold, not because you're selfish, but because some people only take, never give, and leave you feeling empty. It's time to protect your peace. Number 1 are the drama bringer. Linda, 74, has a neighbor named Cheryl who calls nearly every day. Every call is full of gossip, arguments with her children, or bad news from the community. After the calls, Linda always feels anxious, tired, and no more peaceful than before. Some people carry emotional chaos with them, like a heavy bag they refuse to put down. They may not mean harm, but they bring constant drama. Complaints, conflicts, gossip, and bad news that wear you out. The more time you spend around them, the more it feels like you're being pulled into a storm that isn't yours. You may try to be kind, to listen, or to offer advice, but you begin to see that they aren't looking for solutions. They're just used to living in the middle of messes, and they want company there. In your later years, you deserve calm conversations and peaceful moments. You don't need to feel like someone else's emotional dumping ground. It's okay to step away, to set limits, and to choose stillness over stress. Peace is not selfish, it's your right. Number 2 are the one who never listens. Ernest, 80, loves to share stories from his youth, but every time he talks to his son-in-law, the man cuts him off mid-sentence or talks over him. After a while, Ernest just stops talking, even though he still has so much to say. It's a quiet kind of pain when someone never really hears you. There are people who love to talk, but never truly listen. Not to your thoughts, not to your stories, not to your heart. You may find yourself repeating things, waiting for them to pause, or just falling silent because you feel invisible in their presence. This can make you feel lonely, even in a room full of people, but you deserve to be heard. After a lifetime of living, learning, and giving, your voice holds value. If someone close to you makes you feel like your words don't matter, it's okay to pull back. Choose people who sit with you, ask questions, and listen with care, not just to reply but to understand. In this chapter of life, true connection is more important than ever, and real connection starts with listening. Number 3 are the constant taker. As we grow older, our time and energy become more precious. We no longer have the same strength we did in our younger years, and that's okay. We've earned the right to slow down and enjoy our peace. But sometimes there are people in our lives who don't seem to understand that. These are the ones who only call or visit when they want something from us. Maybe it's a favor, money, help with something, or just our time. They don't ask how we're feeling, and they rarely show up when we need them. They've gotten used to us always saying yes, always helping, always giving. Over time, we start to feel used, not appreciated. It's important to understand that being kind doesn't mean giving everything to people who only take. Real relationships should be two-way. If someone only comes around when they need you, it's okay to say no. You deserve to spend your time with people who give as much as they take. People who care about you, not just what you can do for them. Number 4 are the chronic critic. We all know someone who always seems to find fault in everything. They criticize how we dress, the decisions we make, even how we talk or the way we live. They might not shout or be mean about it. They may say things in a quiet, polite way, but their words still hurt. And the worst part is, they often make it sound like they're just trying to help or be honest. Or see? But slowly, their comments start to chip away at our confidence. We begin to question ourselves, doubt our choices, and sometimes we even stop doing things we enjoy just to avoid their judgment. That's not fair to us. We've lived long lives, learned a lot, and we don't need to be made to feel small or ashamed. We don't need to be perfect. We've earned the right to be ourselves. If someone always makes you feel like you're not good enough, it's okay to step back. You deserve to be around people who make you feel proud of who you are, not people who tear you down, even with a smile. Number 5 are the guilt tripper. There are some people who never ask directly or argue out loud, but instead, they make you feel guilty when you don't do what they want. They use silence, sad looks, or little comments like, "I thought you cared about me," or "I guess I'll just do it myself." They don't scream, but their actions make you feel like you've done something wrong, even when you haven't. These people know how to make you feel bad so that you'll keep doing things for them, even when you're tired or it's hard for you. They use your kindness and your sense of duty against you. And before you know it, you're saying yes to things you don't want to do just to avoid the guilt. But you don't owe anyone that. You have the right to protect your peace. Saying no is not mean, it's healthy. You are not selfish for putting your own needs first. If someone loves you, they will understand. If they only love you when you're doing something for them, that's not love, it's control. Number 6 are the secret competitor. Sometimes there are people in our lives, maybe even old friends or close family, who act like they care, but deep down, they are competing with us. These people don't openly show jealousy or say unkind things. Instead, they smile, offer small compliments, and pretend to support us. But if you pay close attention, their words and actions tell a different story. When you talk about something you're proud of, like starting a new hobby, finishing a puzzle, taking a small trip, or sharing a special memory, they respond in a way that makes your achievement feel less special. Maybe they say, "That's nice, but I did something bigger," or "Well, that's pretty good for someone your age." On the surface, it sounds friendly, but deep down, it doesn't feel good. It feels like they want to be better than you, not happy for you. This kind of person slowly chips away at your joy. You might begin to hold back, stop sharing your wins, or even doubt yourself. You might start to feel like you always have to prove yourself. But at this stage of life, there's nothing left to prove. You've already done so much, raised families, worked hard, survived hardships, and lived through changing times. You've earned the right to shine and enjoy your life without comparison. You don't need to compete with anyone. If someone close to you seems more interested in outshining you than celebrating with you, it's okay to take a step back. Good friends don't make you feel small. Real friends cheer you on, no matter how big or small your success may be. Surround yourself with those who are genuinely happy for you, people who support your joy without trying to dim your light. Number 7 are the passive-aggressive manipulator. Some people never say anything mean out loud. They don't argue, they don't yell, and they don't confront you directly. But somehow, you always leave a conversation with them feeling uncomfortable, confused, or even hurt. These are the passive-aggressive people. The ones who use sneaky little comments, sarcasm, or silence to express their frustration or try to control you. Let's say you ask for a small favor, and instead of saying no kindly, they say something like, "Well, I guess I'll have to do everything now," or "I suppose your legs aren't what they used to be." Or maybe you try to set a boundary, and they don't argue, but they give you the cold shoulder or act like you've done something terribly wrong. When you try to talk about it, they say you're too sensitive, or they act like they didn't mean anything by it. You're left wondering if you imagined the whole thing. The truth is, this behavior wears you down. You may start to feel anxious when they're around, always worried about what they'll say next. You begin to keep quiet, avoid certain topics, or even blame yourself just to keep the peace. But here's the thing. Real peace doesn't come from keeping quiet and letting people treat you badly. Real peace comes from being around people who speak kindly, act kindly, and treat you with respect, even when they disagree. At your age, you've earned the right to feel safe in your relationships. You don't need to explain yourself to someone who makes you feel guilty or confused. It's okay to walk away from people who play emotional games. You deserve honesty, warmth, and kindness that feels real, not words that sting behind a smile. As we grow older, we start to understand things more clearly. We look back at the people we've known, the years we've given, and the ways we've stretched ourselves to be helpful, patient, and loving. But there comes a time when we must pause and ask ourselves, who is still giving back to me? Who makes me feel stronger, safer, and more at peace? The truth is, not everyone we've kept in our lives deserves a front row seat anymore. We may have been taught to be kind to everyone, to always forgive, and to avoid causing trouble. But kindness without boundaries becomes a burden. Forgiveness without change becomes a cycle. And silence in the face of pain becomes harmful. Your later years are not about fixing everyone else. They are about protecting your peace, enjoying your time, and surrounding yourself with people who truly care, not people who drain you. Letting go of toxic relationships is not cruel, it's wise. Saying no is not selfish, it's healthy. You don't have to explain your choices to anyone. You don't owe anyone your time just because you've known them a long time. You have the right to feel calm in your own home, safe in your own heart, and respected in every conversation. You've given so much love in your life. Now it's time to give that same love to yourself.